Back for more 403 bypasses? In this episode, we will check various tools to help with the whole process. Get ready to level up your bypass skills. Let's go! We covered some fundamental 403 bypass techniques in our previous video. I usually use those techniques without overthinking, but sometimes I tend to use a couple of different tools for different scenarios. In the first tool is by I Am Joker. It is simple bash script which I use when I want to do some quick checks. So to use this tool, it is really simple. You just need to, like in your command line, just use this, pass your targeted website and the endpoint. So the endpoint could be admin, it could be some like secret endpoint, it could be API, it could also be a Swagger instance or any other like desired thing. But you have to know that this endpoint do exist in the first place. So let's check the script. We can see that there is only 60 lines of code, and mainly half of them are just for displaying information to the screen and bunch of different curl commands. So what it will do, it will try some different path payloads like applying dot, applying slash, dot and slash. Some headers will be also applied like original URL, rewrite URL. It will also try appending some extensions like HTML, .php, and it will also try some additional headers like this. So it is really good for just simple runs. I do usually use when I have a large amount of URLs gathered for the target, when I'm approaching it from the terminal. So in case for one specific interesting URL I get 403, I will try using this tool at the beginning, so it will do the check real quick. And in the case you find a really interesting endpoint, think of file upload, import, some kind of rendering, or just potentially leaky stuff, I would suggest using this bash script. It was updated 3 years ago, but most things will still work. It is much more sophisticated than the previous bash script. It will run larger amount of time since it will do many more checks. And we can see that this script is pretty big. It does have a lot of lines of code. It has a lot of different functions, and like different functions will run as different modules, so it has a lot more extensibility. Just in case you want to try like only header bypasses, there is function for that, and it will also check much more different headers. Compared to the previous script, there was only like 5 or maybe a little more, but in this one it will check much more different headers. It will also check for like other different stuff what I haven't yet mentioned, like trying some SQL injection, lib injection bypasses, and some extra stuff as well. So if you can see, there are a function called 403 bypass, which is calling different type of functions. And like if we see in the description of the script, you can see that there is bypass mode. So like you can select a couple of them, you can select only one of them, but it will run even more time still if you just select one of them compared to the previous one. So use those two scripts in the cases when you have a lot of results in your command line, if you are hacking from the command line, and in the case you want to hack manually using Burp Suite, which I highly recommend. So there is a couple of more tools for that. So most of the hacking will be done manually, mostly using Burp Suite. So I will also recommend this tool. The first tool while using Burp Suite is 403 Bypasser. You don't need to have Burp Suite Pro to use this, and it could also be found on the B App Store. If you sort by popularity, you can see that is right here, or you can even sort by name. It is even easier to find. So what it will do, it will try some basic endpoint fuzzing, what I already shown. Like I do this usually manually, but this tool will do it for you. It will also try some header payloads, get requests, so like basic stuff, but it is still working nowadays, even though this tool was developed a while ago. But there, I think, yeah, it actually helped me to find some interesting stuff. And the last one, what was presented during NahamCon by Shubs, it's nowafpls. It actually simplifies some bypasses for just in case if you're sending requests through burp on the post, put, patch methods. It won't work on get method, but if you have those methods which does have some body data in the request, this tool will help you. I highly recommend seeing his presentation in HamCon, but basically it will try to bypass different WAF providers by like injecting a large H characters. So if I, for instance, okay, let's try proxying GitHub, and just for the sake of showing, let me send it to repeater, and imagine this is the get request. So I will change, like not get but post request. If I change it to post, and it will have like certain data, and what this tool will do, it will try to inject like crazy amount of data like this equals to this. It will also work on like not HTTP form data, but it could also work on XML type of data. So it will try to inject a large payloads like this, and the whole request will contain like this type of data. And usually the web application firewalls won't handle that much data, and your payload will be succeeded. So it is really cool technique, and still it is working to this day. So just feel free to use it. And that was basically it. The purpose here was to understand what was happening under the hood while using different tools. The tool usage you could truly explore yourself. All in all, you shouldn't rely too much on them, but rather try to understand the techniques that they are providing. On the other hand, they do automate some micro tasks. I want to give special thanks to these people who made this video possible. Thank you for watching, and happy hunting!